Hi, I'm Bree. I'm a mental performance coach with Dreamfuel, and for the last 4 years, I've been working with the Philadelphia Phillies. And what I learned in that time, the game is never just physical. It never has been, and it never will be. Your mind is playing a way bigger role than you think. So today, I want to take you inside one of the rarest moments in all of sport, a no-hitter. Not the box score, not the highlights, the mind of the pitcher throwing it. So before you throw a single pitch, step off the mound and let's work on your mental game first. It starts before you ever get to the park. You wake up, something is already different. You can't quite name it. It's not really confidence. It's not nerves either. It's more like quiet. Like the whole day is just holding its breath. You go through your routine the same way you always do. Coffee, stretch, maybe some music. You've built this thing on purpose. Every piece of it stacked in the same order, done the same way, because that's what gets you here, present. But today, it feels easier than usual, like things are just running smoother. You get to the park, pull into the same parking spot, weave through the cement hallways to the clubhouse. You see the same stadium workers you always do. They're already moving, already hard at work. Guys talking, joking around. Somebody's music bleeding out of the phone in the corner locker. You hear all of it, but you're not really in it. You're already somewhere else. Not checked out, dialed in. There's a difference, and your body knows it, even when your brain can't explain it. You check your watch, time to head to the trainer and start prepping your body. You're right on time. And it's funny, because time feels different today. Some days feels like you're fighting it. Today it feels like you're just moving with it. There's an itch in you that's starting to grow. This small flame getting bigger and bigger the closer you get to game time. You can feel it. Something is coming. You get dressed, jersey, belt, spikes, and you sit in front of your locker for a second. Elbows on your knees, and you just let the room happen around you. Today feels different. You don't chase the thought. You just let it be there. You head out to the bullpen to warm up, and the outside air hits you. Thick, alive, impossible to ignore. It settles into your chest differently today. That sharp smell of freshly cut grass mixing with the damp dirt and a little bit of last night's popcorn. It's one of those smells that doesn't belong to just one place. Wherever you find it, it means the same thing. Home. Your first few throws are loose, just waking the arm up, reminding the shoulder of what's coming. Nothing forced, your body already knows what to do. You put in the work to trust it, so you just let it lead. And then you start to find it. Things are landing exactly where you want them. Like the connection between your mind and your body is just one thing. No second guessing, just a knowing of where the ball is going. You notice it, but you don't announce it. You don't smile. You don't say a word to your catcher. You just file it away somewhere quiet and throw the next one. You grab your jacket off the fence rail and walk back toward the dugout. The stadium is filling up now. You can see the upper deck starting to close in with color. The hum of 50,000 people settling into their seats. Vendors moving through the aisles. The PA cycling through the lineup. The whole machine is spinning up. You walk down the dugout steps and take your seat at the far end of the bench, back against the wall. The grounds crew is finishing the infield. Ball boys are setting up the bases. Everything is right where it's supposed to be. The umpire calls for the first pitch, and you walk out to the mound. The crowd noise swells, rolls over you like a wave, and then almost immediately it settles into the background. It's still there, all of it, but it's distant, like something happening outside the window of the room you're sitting in. You look in at your catcher. He settles into his stance, shifts his weight, hits the pitch comm, and you hear the automated sound in your ear. You nod, take a breath, and it all begins. Strike one. Something settles in your chest. Not relief exactly, more like confirmation. Like your body's just said, yeah, we've got it today. The second pitch, same result. You're ahead in the count and the hitter knows it. He's adjusting, looking for something he can drive. You've already decided what's coming. Your catcher calls it, you nod, you throw. Ground ball to the first baseman. He fields it cleanly, 1 out. You walk back behind the mound, take a breath, and do your reset. This is the part nobody talks about. The space in between pitches. Those 15 seconds. This is where the game is really won or lost. Do you own it, or does it own you? The good ones hope to get through it. The great ones master it. You know this space. This is your space. The early innings seem to just speed by, one batter at a time, one pitch at a time. You're not thinking about the score, not thinking about pitch count, not thinking about innings. You're just executing. Pitch, reset, breathe, repeat. The process is all there, and the process is working. By the third inning, your fastball has got real life on it. The kind where the hitter's timing is just slightly off, where they're fouling back things they should be squaring up. Your breaking ball is landing. Your changeup is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, making them look foolish. You go back to the dugout after the third inning. High fives and fist pumps from your teammates, same as before. But they leave you alone after that. They know this is your time. You take a drink of water, wipe the sweat off your wrists and forehead. Your pitching coach and catcher walk over. You talk through the next half of the lineup. Stay with the plan, make them hit you, but stay aggressive. And then they leave you alone. Your teammates are back to battling the other pitcher. You're there, but you're not really there. In your head, you're already walking through the next 3 batters. Pitch sequences, their swings, how you'll respond. You don't even know how long you've been sitting there, but you feel that momentum start to gather again. You grab your glove, and when you look up, the other team is jogging off the field, and your guys are reaching for their gloves. You put your hat on, run up the stairs, jump over the foul line, and jog to the mound. 4th inning, 5th inning, still not thinking about anything except the next pitch. But somewhere in the back of your mind, quiet, almost like background noise, something is starting to build. Not a thought, more like a feeling that's gathering weight. That flame from earlier, it's bigger now. Not out of control, just spreading. A peaceful kind of anticipation. You acknowledge it, and you leave it be. Somewhere around the 6th inning, things start to shift. The energy changes. Something is moving through the stadium, like it's humming and holding its breath at the same time. You notice it first in the crowd. 50,000 people, and they sound far away. Like you're at the bottom of the pool and everyone else is at the surface. And you start to see it in your teammates, your catcher. There's a bond that can't be spoken. Everyone fighting for the same thing. Your body is doing something remarkable right now. Part of you knows it, not the thinking part. The thinking part is quiet, trusting, just moving. But something deeper knows, something that doesn't really have language for it. You walk to the mound for the 7th inning, and the grass under your spikes feels different, more solid, more present. You dig your toe into the rubber, and there's a certainty in it. You don't think much about the pitch. You just throw it. No second guessing, no what ifs, just throw it. There's a rhythm to your movements, almost like a dance. The thousands of throws, the countless times you've had to refocus, all of it got you here. You are not fighting your mind right now. Your mind and your body are working as one, both present, both in sync, both working toward one thing. It's not autopilot, it's being dialed in. The innings are moving, the outs are accumulating, the energy continues to build with each one. Your focus is sharpening, your senses are heightening. You're hearing more and more of the crowd, like the volume is being turned up slowly and gradually. In the dugout, your teammates completely ignore you. Not because they don't care, but because they do. They are terrified of knocking you out of your trance. They know something is happening. Nobody says it, but you can feel it in the air. Like a lightning storm rolling in. Nobody knows when it'll hit. They're just sitting there, waiting and watching. It's the 8th inning, and all at once it hits you. The other team hasn't gotten a single hit. It's exhilarating and terrifying in the exact same breath. Because the second that thought lands, everything starts flooding in. Thoughts, emotions, questions. What is happening right now? Did I just jinx it? Did I just lose it? It's like touching a live wire. 1 second you're in the quiet of the bubble, executing, breathing, trusting. And the next second you are fully aware of everything that's at stake. Your mind is running through every possible way this falls apart. What if the next batter gets lucky? What if I hang a breaking ball? What if I walk someone and it all just unravels? The fear and the exhilaration, they're not separate. They're the exact same feeling. Like standing at the edge of something huge and not knowing if you're about to fall or fly. And this is the moment. This moment right here. This is the one that matters. Because the question is, do I crumble or do I fight through it? Can I get back to the bubble? Can I pitch like that without that feeling? I have to find my way back. I take a deep breath and I start to return back to myself, back to this moment, back to the present. I know from doing this over and over that letting my thoughts get too far ahead of me doesn't do me any good. I am at my best when I am right here, right now. I go back to what I know, what is true, what I've trained over and over again. I go back to my breath, grounding, real. I go back to my cues, glove, ball, breath, go. That's it. That's the whole answer. Not because it's easy, but because it's the only thing that works. The thoughts keep circling, but I stop feeding them. I stop giving them my attention. I acknowledge them the way you acknowledge a car alarm going off down the street. I hear it. I know it's there, but it's someone else's problem. I go back to the breath, go back to the glove, throw the pitch. It's the 9th inning. It's here. It's finally here. The last few innings felt like an eternity. Time slowed way down. But now here we are. Your mind keeps wanting to drift, wanting to jump ahead to the what ifs, but you keep bringing it back. Back to the present, back to the stadium, back to the sound of the dirt, the feel of the seams of the ball. The stadium has a whole new energy now. like something it's been holding on to the entire game. And now it's holding its breath, ready to erupt. You can feel it. It's almost thick enough to make it harder to breathe. You go back to what got you here. Stay present. Stay grounded. The only thing that matters is this pitch. The only way you get through this inning is one pitch at a time. Breathe. Step. Throw. Breathe. Step. Throw. The first batter steps in. You look at him. He knows. You know he knows. He's coming out swinging. Everyone in that other dugout is going to do everything they can to get a hit. They're watching you like they're ready to attack. They're dangerous right now. You can't afford to split your focus. It has to be all or nothing. You get ahead in the count. Nothing over the middle. Nothing he can drive. You make him chase. You make him work. Grounds out to second. 1 out. The sound from the crowd when he made contact can only be described as a collective gasp. It's hope and horror all in one breath. And you feel the energy of the crowd. You feel it, but you can't react to it. You use it. You take a deep breath and reset. Your routine is all that's holding you together right now. It's the anchor. Without it, the magnitude of this moment would just swallow you whole. The second batter steps in. Touch the rubber, get your pitch, breathe, throw. Strike 1. Touch the rubber, get your pitch, breathe, throw. Strike 2. Now you've got him. You've got him and you both know it. So you shake off one sign. Take the second. You rear back and throw the best pitch you've thrown all night. He swings and misses, 2 outs. The stadium is at a full roar now. Not a single person sitting. You can't hear your own thoughts over it. In a way, it's actually helping. Like when the volume gets turned up that loud, and you can feel it echo through your body. It almost makes it easier to block everything out. The third batter steps in. There's nothing to do but throw the ball. This is it. You can't feel your body. The sound from the crowd makes everything inside you vibrate. You come back to your breath. Just breathe. Touch the rubber. Get your pitch. Breathe. Throw. The batter swings and makes contact. You see the ball fly over your head and your stomach drops instantly. You follow it up into the dark night sky, the bright lights underneath it, and for a full second, the world stops. But while the ball is still in the air, the volcano starts to erupt. The crowd gets even louder. They know. They can see it. The ball is heading right to where the left fielder has been all game long. You watch him take 2 careful steps to his right, never taking his eyes off the ball. He knows what this means. For you, for the team. And suddenly, the ball lands in his glove. That's it. It's over. You're not sure if you're still breathing. You're not sure what just happened. The weight of the last 3 hours is just lifting off of you in real time. It's like someone opened the floodgates. You feel everything all at once, and every sense in your body is overwhelmed. A feeling of pure joy, relief, disbelief. It starts spreading through your whole body. You see your teammates running toward you, from the field and from the dugout. Your catcher sprinting at you, yelling something you can't hear. And then someone jumps on you, and then another, and another. You're laughing and crying, and they're pouring cold water over you, and everyone wants to hug you. And then, briefly, just for a moment, everyone slides out of view, and you are alone in front of the crowd, in front of 50,000 people cheering for you. For 9 innings. For every single pitch you threw, you take your hat off and hold it high to salute them, to thank them for being there with you. You gave them a memory they will never forget. You gave them a piece of history. You know it. They know it. And all of you are forever connected over this one moment. Tears start to fill your eyes. Tears of gratitude. Tears for something you never thought possible, but always dreamed of. Tears for the countless hours of blood, sweat, and tears it took to get here. For all the people along the way. For this one moment in time. After the celebration and the interviews and the high fives, you're in the locker room where it's quieted down. The champagne is still sticky in your hair, and you're sitting in front of your locker, just trying to take it all in. And you think about that moment. Not the last out, not the celebration. The moment in the 6th inning when you realize what was happening. When the flood came and everything in your mind was telling you to unravel. That was the game. That was it right there. Baseball was almost beside the point. Because here's what I know. What separates the ones who do it from the ones who don't isn't always stuff. It isn't always matchups or luck or sequencing. It's your mind. It can be your greatest strength or your worst enemy. It's whether you can feel the flood come and still find your way back. Back to the breath. Back to the glove. Back to the next pitch. That's the mental game. Not some abstract concept. Not a motivational poster. This specific, brutal, beautiful thing, managing your own mind under the most pressure you have ever felt. One pitch at a time, until there are no pitches left to throw. That's what this sport demands of you. That's what this life demands of you. Somewhere out there, you have your own mound, your own 9th inning, your own moment where the flood comes and you have to decide, do I give into it or do I find my way back? When that moment comes, and it will, remember this. The breath is always there. The next pitch is the only one that matters. That's all this was ever about. Because the game was never just physical. It never has been. Most people never find out what they're really capable of. Because they never learn to manage what's happening in their mind. Don't be like most people. Go find your 9th inning.